All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready, to Seattle, 54, Mike, 54. Watch the run.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Love. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Under 10.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson, rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Here's Jackson to throw, and that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
On the set. Mike, 56, right there, 56. I got one.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. They're going to look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big 30-yard play on third.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Seahawks 7, Giants 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 24-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
3 bucks.
Now a give, right side. Taylor. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
22 yards there, a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. The 20. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Going to give it to Love. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Bryce Love with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Willis able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Second and 10. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. Third down here.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
They'll look to throw here. Gets it to Gordon. And that was some effort, but it would appear that he's going to come up about a yard short.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. On first down, here's Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check 43. Hey, watch that. Check me. Mike 54. I don't even know why this team should.
Now Jackson on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the carry, it's Love. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. To throw is Jackson. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Open man is Darius Felton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's first and 10. They'll run on first down. Love. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Check. Watch 54. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off. Switch.
From the gun on third down, Jackson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll set up to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jackson. It's hauled in by Shepard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Able to get this to Gordon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 47, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. This one complete into the hands of Maurice Fountain. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
We got this. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check 55, come on. I got you, boy. I got you.
On 1st down, it's Love. Chris Jones on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st down, Costello. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Get on the quick right here. Check number 6. Check number 6. Hey, let's get him home. Hey, you're fine.
Throwing again. Costello to Gordon, out left. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
first and 10. Costello. Throw to the right here to Gordon. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's first and 10. From the gun, Costello. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive first and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out in a good one as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. To throw again on second down. Jackson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Gordon on first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
From the 17, Jackson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. That's taken it around the 40. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
On the double. Mike, 56, right there, 56. I'm coming.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Gordon. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through them.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Mike 5-5. Give me that ball, defense.
Jackson from the shotgun. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
You got it. You got it.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And an alley to run. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Melvin Gordon, 55 yards. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
To throw on third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Jackson throwing on fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
It's been a long day for you. Slam, slam.
X3. 218, chopper. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Let's go now. 18, Gator. 56.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day.
5.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Deep rip.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Costello. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Costello. And he comes back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught one as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. We go to base. I'm letting you know what's going on.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Seahawks, it's a nice win to finish off what's been an ugly first half as they move to 2-6. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants,